Stunned sadness and after the death of a popular podcaster, Matt George. He was killed by a hit-and-run driver. This happened Saturday morning at Beverly Boulevard and Croft Avenue in Beverly Grove. KCAL 9's Hermela Aragawi is live with details on the hunt for the driver and how George is being remembered. Hermela.
Hi, Juan. Yeah, we've talked to many of George's family and friends, many of whom are in Missouri, out of state. In the meantime, LAPD tells us they are in the process of getting security video that may have captured the incident. At this point, what they do know is a driver traveling eastbound here on Beverly Boulevard struck George and then fled the scene. Loved ones are remembering Matthew George, the 26-year-old co-host of the popular She Rates Dogs podcast, who was killed in a hit-and-run early Saturday morning.
Growing up, I met the kid just loved being around people. He always had a joke about something. He knew how to make everybody feel welcome.
This security video shows the aftermath of the hit and run as firefighters respond to the scene. Police say it was around 2:20 in the morning when a driver in a white BMW struck George, who was crossing an unmarked crosswalk here on Beverly Boulevard at Croft Avenue. Investigators say the BMW continued eastbound after striking George and did not stop to help.
The person, who did the hit and run, they're hiding from something. And at the end of the day, they took away, their actions took away from so many people that he influenced, that he was there, their friend, their family.
Jeremy Longthuk used to be George's soccer coach in Kansas City, where his family's from.
He was a very solid soccer player. Like I said, he was a coach's dream. When you asked him to do something, he would do it.
George's father tells us the family is devastated. The 26-year-old leaves behind his parents and two younger sisters. They say he was loving and kind and was passionate about advocating for marginalized communities.
He has one of the biggest hearts. And, as much as he would joke around, hang out, he was very driven academically as well. He was very smart.
George podcast co-host Michaela Oakland tells us he was loving, he was vibrant, and loved to make people laugh. If you have any information about this incident, you're asked to call LAPD. Live at Beverly Grove, Hermela Aragawi, KCAL 9 News.
Hermela, thank you.